Yeah. So to make things easier, ndifuna ndiyambe ndifunsa papa why people are complaining about blackout right now. On this, I want to speak something. We have on some of the videos that I've already made recently, I explained that in our country, dziko lathu lili ndi mavuto akuluakulu, lili ndi mavuto ambiri. You see, koma mavuto onsewo ali ndi ma root cause oti amene amayambisa mavuto onsewo amene tikumakumana nawo. You see, so some of these problems, if we start solving the root cause of these problems, you will see that some of the problem will start being reduced. So for example, once like right now people are complaining that every time we are facing blackout, we don't have power. Blackout, we don't have power. How long we have been talking about this? It's been long since we start complaining about blackout, magesa tima, blackout. Since when? It's been long, really long. Many years. It's almost a decade. We talk about the same problem. So the question that we have to ask ourselves is this: are we solving these problems, or we are just leaving it so that we can keep on having them, or use it as a weapon to get fame or to get support from people once it comes for campaigning for us to be elected? Why these problems are not being solved? This is the question that needs to be asked. You see, because if we see on other countries, you will find that they only face a blackout once a year, and once they face 2 or 3 times, it's a very, very huge mistake. To them, it's like a miracle. They're even getting shocked that what is happening? Because in 2025, by this time, Malawi was not supposed to be complaining about blackout. We're not supposed to be complaining. Why I'm saying so? This should be the first problem that needed to be solved. So the reason why people are complaining about blackout is that they don't know how this country, they don't know about on how this problem can be solved. But our leader knows, and some of us, we also, there's ways that we can be used to solve this problem. Like in Malawi now, right now, the population is growing. You see, the electricity that is being generated, it was meant for 2 million people. And this was Kamuzu's development. It was meant for 2 million people, almost 15 years ago. It was not made for 22 million people. It was only for 2 million people. So you can see the population is growing. And now more people are using energy. It's different from those past years. Many people are not using electricity. But now the population is growing and many people are using energy. So the available energy that is being generated is not enough to supply to all these people who need this energy. You see? So this thing, we know that this is the problem, but how are we going to solve it? We can solve this problem by generating more power. But how? Because currently we are using hydroelectric power to generate electricity. You see? So what if we boost this? If this is the only thing that we have, what if we boost it? Because we, as Malawian, we are not the only one having this hydroelectric power to generate electricity. We are not the first one. There are many countries that their source of energy is through hydroelectric power. It's hydropower, you know. But why they are not facing too much blackout like us we are facing? The reason is simple. Those countries, they understand that right now the industry is growing, the population is growing, the consumption of this energy is growing. So how are we going to sustain this, and how are we going to maintain it, and how are we going to have sufficient energy? So it means the current megawatts that we are getting, we need to increase it so that it can sustain people. We can have enough energy that can supply. We can supply for industries and home, you know. And how? It's by building new, not building, just boosting those available hydropower. Buy more machine that will produce more energy. Besides that, these days, as every country is going toward the green energy, you see, so because of that, we have to find another alternative way as well. While we are boosting this hydropower, we have to engage again in an alternative way, so that once this side we are facing problem, we know this way, this side, this alternative way is going to supply enough energy for the people. This is by also implementing this solar system. We need to have a solar plant where can it generate enough power. Solar energy, I think, is the cheapest one. So we need to have a solar power, solar energy, solar power plant where we can generate electricity. Not providing small solar panel for household. That is not providing power energy. There's no change that you are bringing there, because we need power. Excuse me. We need power that is going to help us. We need more energy that is going to help on our industry as well. You see, so we need to work on it. We need to have alternative way. The first and cheapest one is by bringing up a solar power plant. Malawi is not going to be the first country to have a solar power plant. No, there are many countries that have already implemented that project of having solar power plant, including here South Africa. South Africa, they have a very major project for solar power plants on top of their nuclear energy. You see, so while we are also dealing with this energy, while we are implementing, so while we are implementing this solar energy, we need to find the ways as well on how we can top up. The best way, myself, the advice that I can give is that Malawi needed to stand up. I know Malawi is being influenced by Western. You know, it's affecting, but we are the sovereign country. We need to make decisions based on our country's needs. You see, Malawi needs to engage in nuclear energy. Why I'm saying this? In Malawi, we have a uranium. Uranium is a source of energy for nuclear. You see? And it's the quickest material or quickest raw material that is fundamental important on nuclear energy. It's uranium, and Malawi has it. But why Malawi is not neutralizing this uranium while the country is struggling with energy problem? Energy is not a problem, it's an energy crisis while we are having a uranium. Malawi is spending a lot of money. We are spending a lot of money fixing the hydropower, buying generators, which are not helping us right now. Because the first source of the first step that can be taken to develop the country, is by fixing our energy. We need to have enough energy. Once we are having enough energy, so once we are having enough energy, it means even our industry will start going well. You see, we are going to have enough energy that can supply big industries, manufacturers. So Malawi needs to buy a nuclear reactor. That's it. Buy a lot of small engine for nuclear reactor and start producing nuclear energy. Unstoppable. We are going to have power, we are going to have electricity for 2 years without shutting it down. We need to be inspired, guys. We need to be inspired. We mustn't act like we are still children, we don't know anything. Let us look at Russia. You need to be people who are inspired when something is happening, once you see something good. Look at Russia. Russia is making a nuclear reactor like sausages. I can put it that way. It's making a nuclear reactor like sausages. You see? You assume that Russia is making a drone with a nuclear reactor, while the whole country, Malawi, is failing to buy even a single engine for nuclear reactor to produce energy, to produce electricity. What is that now? Are we serious on this program? We have to be serious. We have to be serious. We have to be serious. Malawi can manage to buy 4 big nuclear reactor engines that can generate a lot of electricity. Can you manage it? But why are we failing? But why are you not doing it? Why? And we keep on having the same problem every year. Yeah? And we are talking about development, and we are talking about the vision 2063. Are we really going to vision 2063? Are we really going to achieve that vision if we are not solving this problem of energy? Are we really talking about turning Malawi to industrial nation or to a manufacturer nation? Are we really talking about that? Are we really going to achieve it? Are we really talking about that? Are we really serious? Because we have to be serious if we need to achieve, if we want to achieve this. Because it will not just come in a simple way as you think. Every Malawian have to take part. Every Malawian, me, myself, I'm taking part already to teach my fellow youth to do this. While I'm taking part. As we don't have power, our leaders, we are the one having this power. For now, we are the one having these powers. So we are asking you to do this for us. Not asking, actually. We are telling you, because we are all Malawian, and the resources that is being used, it's for us, Malawian. You know, you need to solve this problem of energy. In 2025, and we are still talking about a blackout. We don't have electricity for 4 days. What is that now? Then how is the business going in the town? How? And how are we going to boost our economy if electricity every time is being shut down? We need to think about it. We need to think about it. You see? And the second topic that I also want to talk about is that why is it very, very important to choose a leader with a vision? And why is very, very important to choose a leader that you see he has a potential, he can develop the country? Not because you love him, maybe not because you are coming from the same area, not because he's your uncle. Why? Why is very, very important to choose a leader with a vision? And how are we going to identify this? Honestly, I have to speak. I'm speaking. I have to speak this. As a people, we have to be honest. Other people, they want to be a leader or they want to be a president, not because they want to bring development. No. They want to become president because they want to be called a president. And it's like it was their dream to become a president. Just like, if I can become a president, you know, it's gonna be very nice, yeah. You know, the people, they just wanted to have that power, not for the sake of helping the country, no. They just need that power for the sake of themselves. You know, such people are there, but how are we going to identify them? How? It's by looking on our vision, on his vision, or by looking on what we want to achieve as a country. All of us Malawian, we have to know, in this country, what do we want to achieve? What do we need in this country? You know, what do we want and what do we want to achieve? What kind of country do we want to have? Or do we want to become? Is it we want a country that is going to be begging, or we want